Hey, welcome to the Best of the Week podcast. So much happened this week. It's all going to be here for you in a nice little toit package.
Going to be very, very
A
tight.
very, very toit package. Like how many do you have on the go? G-O-G-G-O.
I still love that.
People did call up.
Yeah.
They really did.
Yeah, of course, but we're a huge show.
Busy.
I know, but I hear I
I
have
know.
friends that work on other shows and they all fake their callers and stuff.
I know, we definitely don't. Well, you've heard how terrible the stories are for
know,
most of them.
I
So
know.
we're faking them. We're bad at that too. Worst tourist attractions, but right now some session injuries.
Oh, my God. Tell me about your banjo string. What happened?
I'm blushing. I'm going red.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. On Nova.
This story took my breath away because
Same.
initially I'm like, oh yeah, and then I went, what?
Oh my gosh, what is it?
So I'll let you do the headline, and then I'm going to play this sting, and this sting will make sense after you hear it. Wait. Hey, brother. Over to you.
Okay.
An aquarium in Florida has said that a popular manatee named Hugh has passed away.
Hugh.
Can't even say it.
That's you.
Hi, Hugh.
He's a human.
After
He's
he
a
had a
manatee.
high-intensity session
Right?
with his brother.
What?
Right? Did you expect that bit?
And
He got it on with his brother.
okay, he got it on
He
with his
got
brother
it,
and
that
then
thing
died.
got it on with his brother.
I have to say, manatees these days.
Yeah.
I mean, they're on TikTok or something.
It was
Manatee.
so aggressive that he died.
What's the worst part
Aggressive
of that story, do you think?
session with his brother.
How do you know it's a session? Maybe they were having like a punch up. I know that they
Well,
don't have fists.
He
'cause they're
suffered.
manatees.
God,
He,
stop.
he suffered a 14.5 centimetre rip in his colon.
Oh my gosh, that takes me back to Mardi Gras.
What, your brother
That's
got a
a
Mardi
big
Gras?
rip.
I don't have a brother that I know of.
The aquarium released a statement saying the manatees engaged in natural, of course, yet increased mating behaviour, and that the brothers displayed no obvious signs of discomfort being with each other. So they loved it.
Yeah, you know, they're brothers.
They're brothers.
Family first.
Yeah.
They loved
Blood is
it.
thicker than water.
Am I right? Especially that blood coming out.
Oh,
of
all right. 13,
Is-
24,
is-
10.
Are they known to be sexual creatures?
Oh,
The
look
manatees.
at them. They're
Look at
so
them.
sexy. Wouldn't you want to jump on?
Take one of them to Poof Off.
For a little ride, but not like that sort of ride.
No, just
little like swim
jump
around
on,
the ocean.
jump on his back for a bit.
Yeah. Take me to SeaWorld.
We wear mixed netball shorts. Really? 13, 24, 10. He's wearing mixed netball shorts, by the way.
I am
Are you wing attack?
Drawing a lot of attention to your manatee, though.
Session injuries. If you've had an injury during a session, 13, 24, 10. We'd love to hear from you.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. On Nova.
Dua, your brother manatee. Wow, that story's rocked me.
Well, I also like their names, Hugh and Buffet. They're good names.
Oh.
Good manatee names.
And which one passed? Was it Buffet? That would be my guess.
It was Hugh.
Oh.
Poor Hugh. Oh, little
Far
crosses
away,
on his eyes. I
Hugh.
know.
I
Is
mean-
that everything that's behind? Is that?
That's just sea dust.
Oh, I thought it was.
Sea dust.
I thought it was a cloud and
I
that was
thought
kind of
it
like
was-
flying through the sky.
The J word.
Joel.
Jamiroquai.
Jermaine.
Montana. Hello.
Hi, Montana.
Hello.
Now we're talking session injuries.
Yes. What happened?
Yes, it was a few years ago. Banjo string tear.
Oh no.
I've heard so many stories of this happening.
Hold up.
yeah,
giggity.
horrific.
Giggity. Giggity.
Oh, giggity.
I know, I didn't say it very cool.
No.
Giggity.
Banjo string.
Yeah, you know they're.
You have to go to the hospital and get stitched
Do you
up,
want
and
me
there's
to-
a lot of blood and
Can
very
you give me a pen? I'll
traumatic.
draw it for,
As
for
in-
Ricky.
Hang on.
No, it looks like this. I'll show you. Ready?
Sorry, Montana. I'm just trying to.
It's that.
You're doing live.
You know what I mean?
Bing.
That looks like a lighthouse or something.
That looks beautiful.
But it's that.
You're so
It looks like a
artistic.
surfboard. It's
yeah,
a
man.
mouth.
Yeah, man. I'm
my
a
God.
surf
Why is
dude.
it so pointy?
Do you know
sorry,
what
I was doing-
penises look like?
No, well,
Obviously, that's a
seen any?
ridiculous question.
not for a while.
They're a bit more round.
Sorry, I was doing it quickly.
Banjo
you.
stat. You know Steve Martin is in the top 3 banjo players in the world?
What?
Yeah. The actor.
Stat man?
Yeah. You weren't expecting that, were you?
I wasn't. And how do they measure such a thing?
Do you have to
Nicole.
do you have to compete?
Oh,
Is
shut
there a
up.
competition?
trying-
Like, is it like Australian Idol? Do they
Yeah.
go on and
How did
And-
you find this out?
flick on their little strings?
He's in Father of the Bride.
Oh.
No, it wasn't. No, it's true.
Yeah, what?
One of the
How?
900 people in there might be able to look it up.
Oh,
As we
on
go
the
to
spot.
Nicole. That's amazing. How
Did you say one of the top 3?
Yeah.
He's certainly,
Because that's your new thing
That's
now.
my new thing.
Yeah.
That's your whole
Well,
personality
top 3
now.
Logies moments.
Yeah.
and he's certainly
what
not had a
were
top
they?
3 movie for a while. Oh, zing.
The Guy Ritchie one I watched on Amazon was Elite, which is your
I was
favourite
just
word.
being catty and cha-ching, just had my invoice get paid. My pay slip go through.
Pay slips I go through.
Just while we're on it, what were your top 3
Logies
moments from the Logies?
They're off-air things. I'll tell you about them.
What?
Oh, come
Well,
on,
two of them,
everyone wants to hear.
Two of them involved
Yep.
me and Ricky on stage.
Oh, yeah, that was
They
good.
didn't make the top 3.
And then what was the third? Was it
There's a Steve Martin Banjo Prize launched by Steve in 2010. That took 5 minutes. Wow, you guys are good at the internet.
still doesn't
So
really...
if it's the
Can't wait
Steve
to see what
Martin
they
Banjo
uncover next.
Prize, I'm not surprised he's put
No,
himself
he's one
in
of the
top
best
3.
banjo players in the world. End of story.
Okay.
Okay, Nicole, please save me here.
Hi, Nicole.
Hey, guys.
Hey. I don't know what we're asking.
I was having.
We're asking about
session
session injuries.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Tell me,
I'll
Nicole.
chop this up for the radio awards. This is
So
good.
I was having a session
Yeah.
with someone that actually wasn't my husband,
Oh, saucy. Yeah.
Naughty Nikki.
and he wanted to put me into a position with my leg basically upright. And my leg
Oh,
wasn't
yes.
meant to go into that position. So I actually completely tore the hamstring off the
Oh.
bone.
And how did
had
you
to
explain
get
that to your
surgery.
husband?
You had to get surgery?
I was dancing because I was on a girls' night out and
Of
I did it
course.
dancing.
Classic dance injury.
Yeah.
Girls'
I
nights
did
are
Miami
wild.
dancing.
Yeah. The amount of times I popped my...
Oh my god.
Oh my
I
God.
just had a flashback to the amount of times I requested padum from the DJ last night. Never once did he play it.
No, he didn't.
No.
He's playing more R&B.
Yeah, Granddaddy was good on the decks.
Yeah, he did a great job. Couldn't see him over them though.
Hey, short joke.
What did you say? I didn't even hear it.
Short joke, cool.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel.
But this is about Hangzhou Zoo in China. They've been forced to deny that one of its bears is a human in a costume.
I saw this photo.
It's hilarious. The sun bear, which is native to Malaysia, drew attention when people noticed its slender legs and folds of fur that makes it look like a person wearing a costume. The zoo wrote, because of the way they stand, some people online question whether they are humans in disguise.
Oh, it
It's like a
they
human in a little jazz shoe.
Yeah.
And like in the early 2000s when men used to wear those like skinny jeans, like jeggings.
Yeah, I
It's
used
like
to wear those.
jeggings and ballet flats.
yes. I used to have those little cloth
The little
Japanese
Toms, is that what
slipper
they were?
things.
Yeah.
and,
Oh, yeah,
and
the
real tight
Toms.
jeans. Yeah, the Toms. And they stank. They stank up
So
real
They
quick.
gross.
stink. Yeah, they really
Some
take
people
hold.
still wear that stuff. I'm like, that was clearly a moment in time, mate.
Yeah. And then the people with heaps of zippers on their jeans.
Oh, or knee pads.
Knee
are you
pads, yeah.
doing
I
on your
used to do
knees?
the knee pad ones.
Or some people
Is
around
it-
here, I'm sorry, Joel, but
That's all right.
the elastic ankle with the jeans. You know, like
An elastic ankle's fine with trackies or like a nice pair of dress trackies.
But denim. But a denim with an elastic cuff.
no thanks.
Cute.
You know who you are.
Weird. Is it a human in that costume or is it?
No, I think
That-
I think the face makes it look berry.
That looks like, that 100% looks like a human. I don't know if we're
does.
doing it, but I also saw something the other day of a human that dresses up as a dog.
Oh
And
yeah, I
it's
saw that.
Outrageous.
Yeah, I did see
A
that.
border collie.
What are they doing? What are these? That is not a,
Because
that's
you-
not a real bear.
No, that's a real bear. Look at
That's
his
a
face.
man.
Where's
It could be
his
a
bum?
costume. Well, Tim doesn't have a bum either.
No, but bears are bums.
If that was me in that bear costume, that would be like, whoa!
What about that zoo in Egypt that painted the horses into zebras? Remember that?
Oh, that's
That's right.
Look at that. Now that's not a zebra.
That's brilliant.
That's just a painted horse.
Oh no, that
right.
poor horse.
Worst tourist attractions. Where'd you go? Did you see a human in a bear costume? Or a painted horse?
Oh, like the big banana.
Oh, yeah, that's... Well, you drive past that. I
like
wouldn't
the
park
big
the
banana.
car.
I love when people have photos with that.
The big prawns in Ballina at the Bunnings car park.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. On Nova.
Jump on the phone, guys. Share your tales of, below average tourist attractions. Yeah, as I
What
was trying to say
about-
before, the big prawns in the Bunnings car park
Yeah.
in Ballina, which is always fun because you forget you go to Bunnings quickly in Ballina and you're like, oh,
And you get your sausage and bread and onions and
Yeah.
Oh, you
sauce.
got to get the sausage. What about the
Always.
big purse in on Burke Street Mall? You know, the big purse outside.
I haven't seen that.
Down near the Myer and the David Jones in Melbourne.
the
big purse.
Clam, the big clam purse.
What is it?
Have you not seen the big clam purse?
No.
No.
I need to find a photo of this. All I'm thinking of is Mole's
Melburnians
balls.
will know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, Adelaide.
There's Mole's
Mole's
balls,
balls
in
Adelaide.
Rundle Mall.
I just like saying Mole's balls.
And there's the Pick and Whistle in the Queen Street Mall in Brisbane. that's never disappointing.
The public
Apparently, it's called the
purse in
public
Melbourne.
purse. Oh, there it is. You know that. You've seen that before on the
I've
side of
never
the street.
I
seen
have
that.
never seen that.
Oh, well, maybe while I'm
Where in
preparing
what part of Melbourne's that?
That's
down
at the
on the
mall.
corner of Burke and Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
I've seen the prison purse.
You guys could go there while I prepare your aperitif.
Okay, we will. We'll go sit on it and take a photo.
Yeah, please.
Okay, sit on the prison purse or the public purse?
Whatever makes you happy.
What's a prison purse?
Bum.
A girlfriend, my puppy has.
It's more for Joel's house, I think.
She has a bed purse. She goes and hides all the like half her treats under her bed, and we call it her bed purse. So when she feels like a nibble, she goes and gets out something nice.
Oh, I love that. I used to do that as a kid too, and so I could do secret eating.
Secret eating.
I'm talking about my dog, and you're like, I used to do that too.
Secret eating's a whole other phone. That's hilarious. I eat in the fridge so the kids don't see me eat the Tim Tams. I eat a whole Tim Tam with my head in the fridge.
I love
I'm
it.
not doing anything.
And you don't think they can
Yum.
hear you chewing it and crunching it?
I just lie to them. No, of course not. No.
I'm eating.
Because
I'm
they're
eating-
noisy packets too.
Yeah. All right. Worst
Could be the worst day of my life.
tourist attractions. Lee, go.
Hi, Lee.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. What is the worst tourist attraction?
Mullaney Cheese Factory.
Mullaney Cheese Factory. Why?
Where's that?
So when you go there, you expect that that there's going to be a lot of cheese, maybe that you could sample or that
Oh,
you
yeah.
could see, and
Yeah.
it's listed on every tourist attraction in Mullaney. Like if you Google things to do at the Sunshine Coast, things to do at the Hinterland, it is the first thing that pops up. And when
Oh,
you go
yeah.
to visit it, it's one little tiny fridge with about 4 cheeses in it,
Oh no!
and there's nothing to see. There's not a cow. There's not.
It's not
There's not tasting.
That's very
Mullaney
upsetting.
cheese.
Going and having the cheese would be the only reason you'd go there. I want to eat all of that goddamn
know.
cheese. I will say I went to Champagne because the shoe fits, and
Yeah.
it was my least favourite place I've ever visited. It was
Is
the
that 'cause
first place
you
we
consume
went.
more than that whole,
I think
that
I
whole
do.
area?
It was the first place we went after our wedding in France, and we
Yeah.
went straight from our wedding the next
Yeah.
day to Champagne, thinking
Yeah.
that it was just going to be like the greatest thing ever.
Of course.
And it was just not. We're so lucky here in Australia. All of
Shandong.
Shandong is actually a wonderful one. It's a beautiful place to go to. You sit out there in the sun and you eat beautiful food. There's a restaurant. There was nowhere to do that. It was just
The
so
Champagne region probably saw you coming.
That's right.
And they were
They
like,
closed all their
"Let's pretend
doors."
We're really shit.
Let's pretend we're all
Otherwise,
close.
she'll move here. She'll move here, and we're done.
Before I went, I thought I'm going to end up living here. When I retire, I'm living in
We're supposed to say,
Champagne.
don't make your heroes.
Don't meet.
This could be the worst day
All
of
right,
my
worst
life.
tourist attraction. Jasmine, what was it?
So just adding on to that, I reckon Bega is probably the worst cheese one ever because we went there so excited. I'm cheese obsessed.
Yeah.
We had a cheese
obsessed.
fountain and a chocolate fountain at our wedding, and it was rubbish. Yeah, same. No towels. It had some, like, a couple of little fridges that you could go to. There was no tasting. It was terrible. But that wasn't what I was going to say. Just hearing that one, I had to add bigger onto
Get
that.
it
Oh,
off
I
your
love
chest.
it. You've got
Yeah.
two. Yeah.
So I'm from Coffs Harbour, the Big Banana,
Yep.
and I grew up with that. So it was great. But when we went to Carnarvon, there was supposed to be a big banana there that we went to check out, and it was tiny. It was devastating. And it's behind like a wire fence, so you can't even go up and take a photo with
Might have
it,
been
really.
nervous.
can't
Or
even
been
go
in cold
have you-
water or something.
You can't even have a photo with the tiny
can't-
little banana.
What's the point? Yeah, the Coffs Harbour one I like because you just drive past that.
Yeah.
Like you don't
But
stop.
it's not how big it is. It's what you do with it.
That's what people with turning pins say.
Camera angles.
That's a good one.
Someone's pretending to put it in their mouth. Funny stuff. All right. Thank
Thanks,
you very much for
guys.
that.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. On Nova.
We want some flight attendants to call us, 13 24 10, to dish the dirt. We've had that done before. Some people are giving us some pretty hectic news about passenger relations, also some hygiene things on board.
Oh,
I did that
yes.
thing the other day where my chair, the recline, it's sometimes a bit loose, and I didn't realise the second I sat down, or maybe I'm really fat. I reclined immediately into the person behind me, and I didn't realise until the end of the flight when they said, "Can you put your chair up, please?"
Oh, no.
And I have a very strict rule: no reclining on domestic flights unless it's a red eye from Perth.
Yeah, good call. But if
I
you're
think
up the
that's
front, you
fair.
can because there's still heaps of room.
That's why row
wasn't- I
one's
wasn't
fun
at the
because no one can recline on you.
I was not up the front.
What?
What, Joel?
Was there some kind of
wasn't.
mistake?
I thought you were in that club.
Yes, but it was you can't get up if business class is full. You can't actually just bump someone that's paid for a ticket.
Why not? You're in that club.
And
You should have just stayed in Sydney, I would.
Oh my God, Joe, I've lost a lot of
Joel.
respect, actually.
they fussed over me.
Of course they did.
I was fast asleep.
Well, did they do this on you?
Oh, we've got Jack here.
Because I've just found out
Stay there, Jack.
that cabin crew sometimes, if there's a rude passenger, which I'm not saying that you would be, Joel, you're very polite.
No, I get up and have a chat with the gals in the galley.
Oh, like someone maybe who like ask for like different like
some
menu item changes and things like that, like to the standard
No,
breakfast.
excuse me. I asked to make sure I don't die that there was an egg
But
in
do
the
you reckon-
breakfast.
can you say-
I don't eat eggs.
Oh, let me
I
just
don't
go
eat
and ask
breakfast on
Neil
planes.
Perry and see if we can make some
Stop
changes.
Babe,
to it.
it's a powdered egg you're eating,
I
you
didn't
guys, so
ask
don't
for
worry.
I didn't ask for changes. I just wanted to know if it was an egg-based thing.
You did do it in a fun, like I'm at a restaurant way though.
No, I didn't.
Spoke to the chef for a second.
No,
Oh,
I
yeah, just get in.
didn't. I didn't. I said I just wanted to know if it was an egg-based breakfast.
Yeah.
Several flight attendants have revealed that if they have a rude passenger, their way of getting revenge on them is just farting on them. Which I just love so much.
How do you fart on someone without them knowing?
They get up to the locker.
Crop
so
dust
say,
down.
so say
Oh, yes, crop dust.
they crop dust. So you're this chair is the rude person. So they act like they've got to put something up in the overhead
Yeah.
locker.
Yeah.
And then they just let one rip on them, or they just walk past and then stop their little trolley. I just think that that's very game. You know, like
Because you also you wouldn't think it's the flight attendant that's done the fart. You'd go,
course
who
not.
around me has done it? You would never expect the person in charge of the little nuts to fart.
But then also the confidence with which they do that, knowing they're not going to let out any noise.
I don't think though. Is it true? This could be a MythBuster thing, but you can't really hear a fart on a plane. That's why it's
I've
so
heard that you
foul
can't.
up there.
Well, what they say is that the crew members typically avoid farting in the galley where the other crew kind of just hang out and spend their time.
Of
So they're
course.
being respectful of them. But they find that rude passenger, that person that wanted to have words with you,
Yeah.
that the size of the water bottle wasn't enough or it was an egg-based breakfast or
Yeah,
something like that.
Because of the air pressure as well, it makes you a little bit extra gassy on the plane.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why the
Yeah.
person who opens the door first after an international flight, especially, apparently that's the most heinous smell known to man. There's a name for it, I think. Well, Jack, do you know the name of that smell? Because, Jack, you are a flight attendant. Firstly, before we get to your story, is there a name for that smell when the first person opens the
ground
door from the
side.
outside
Yeah.
and smells that smell from a plane?
Putrid?
Well, it says here that they call it the good old aluminium fart tube.
Oh, the good old.
What do you want to dish for us, Jack? What do you know from the skies?
Well, one of my favourite things to do, so it's a plethora of people that you get on board an aeroplane. So one of our favourite things to do is to walk through the cabin collecting people's rubbish.
Yeah.
And you'll say, rubbish, please, and then you'll look at someone who's really rude and you'll say, trash, trash. All you're
Brilliant.
asking for is their rubbish,
I love
but
it.
we know.
Yeah.
We
Now
know.
we know. All right. Thank you, Jack.
Brilliant.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. On Nova.
I love it. Ricky Lee, Point of No Return. Recorded in better vocal days, obviously.
This is I have had days where I've had gigs every single day and my voice doesn't sound like this. There's something going on.
I'm at the point of no
Hey.
return.
Yes, Joel Turner.
There's no going back now. There's no going back now.
Woo!
There you go. He can be a stand-in if you need, Joel.
You reckon?
Text
Yeah.
Priscilla. Easy. Sort it out.
Just text her.
Just text Priscilla.
Who's
Oh,
Priscilla
I could be
again?
your stand-in.
Yes.
Yeah,
I would
or-
happily be
yeah,
your stand-in.
you could do
Can
I
you
love
give it a
wooden
go?
machine. I'm at the... Oh, no. Okay, came out of the box too.
Just go.
Strong there.
Just relax. Just relax into it.
I'm at the point of no return. There's no coming back now. There's no coming back now. I hope you don't mind. I added a riff.
Bit of flair.
That's vocal
Yeah.
gymnastics. You know what that is? That's
Dico would have yelled at you for that.
that is an oops moment at work, Joel, what you've just
I
done
know.
there. And that's what we're
Oopsie.
asking. 13, 20, 14, your big moments at work, your little moments at work. 13, 20, 14.
No.
I had one yesterday.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I yelled another word for butt hole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Amal Clooney. She yelled Amal Clooney.
Big fan of Amal.
I haven't seen much of Amal lately, actually.
I love Amal.
I know you do. Cheeky.
When did you have an oops moment at work?
13, 20, 14. I did the Guzmany Gomez thing last week.
yeah,
Yes,
when you were
you
talking
did,
about
you
the
did.
guacamole.
But it happens to the best of us, even NASA. They've lost contact with its Voyager 2 deep space probe.
How?
That thing's been up there for ages.
I know. Well, Mission Control sent a series of wrong commands that inadvertently caused the robotic spacecraft to turn its antenna away from Earth.
Oh, no.
It's currently 19.9 billion kilometres away.
That's
Which
a
is
lot
what
of
my
cake.
commute home feels like these days. And it's so far away that a radio signal takes 18 hours and 21 minutes to reach it from Earth. So they've picked up an electronic heartbeat, or an electronic padum, you might say.
Nice.
But engineers have been unable to re-establish full contact.
How does a mistake like that happen? These
It's-
are like
I
the
don't
smartest
know.
people on Earth.
It was launched 56 years ago.
That's right. It's been up there for ages.
And it's programmed to periodically reset its orientation to Earth, with the next scheduled for October 15. I'll pop that down in my diary
Oh
there.
yeah.
But do you think that means that it will then fix itself, or do you think now it's too far away? And I'm asking you a serious NASA question.
Well, you know, I am the one that's watched all of the congressional hearings into UAPs.
Yes.
And maybe it has been taken by the other side, the other planet that seemed to be coming down and snooping around on our digs.
I asked the wrong person, clearly. That's cool, though.
I thought I did a really good job.
No, you did. Actually, you know something that you
Snooping
would
around.
like, because I like this. Have you heard about NASA Plus? NASA
No, it's
Plus,
not an app.
it's NASA's new streaming service. I'm not even joking, but this is going to be I'm really into this. It'll arrive later in the year and it'll feature live event coverage as well as original videos available via the NASA app, NASA Plus.
Event coverage.
How cool is that?
What kind of events are they?
Well, it's like Doja Cat
Throwing.
doing a gig on, on the moon or
Oh,
something.
come on, you'd love it. Don't be all cool in front of Ricky. You and
No,
I
you
love
know,
this.
I've recently gotten rid of a few of my apps, but I might get that one. I might get NASA
We could
Plus.
share a
Sign up for
profile.
the free trial.
Share a
We
profile.
could share a profile. That would be
T&J.
nice, wouldn't it?
69.
Let's together.
TNJ 69.
TJ69.
Yeah.
Or docking
Yeah.
69, like space docking.
I love
docking.
that. That's gorgeous. Okay, we'll do that.
I also only
'cause-
know what docking is because of the two of you.
Yeah, that's it.
No, as if. As
No,
if.
I
the
know.
things I've learned.
I
The things I've learned from you. My mum called me the other day and she said, "Are you like, is she? You like your language has changed since she's come on the show." And I'm like, I know. I'm trying to rein it in.
But I still didn't know what docking was.
Well, Jermaine, can you sign Joel and I up to NASA Plus docking 69 as our that's our username?
No, it has to be T.
T and J docking,
but not the N. T N J.
T and J like you did with my TikTok. Do a cool profile for us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because didn't we also were talking in the office yesterday after the show, and your brother, the guy that gets up to no good,
What?
Tom.
Oh, Jim, my twin brother.
Oh, Jim.
No,
not
Jim
Tom.
Blackwell. No, whenever you see me doing something weird or inappropriate, that's generally always Jim.
That's not Tim. It's Jim.
That's Jim Blackwell.
Bloody Jim.
It's his twin Jim.
Jim Blackwell was the one that threw up in that pot plant.
Yes. Jim Blackwell vomited at a restaurant recently.
Well, that is classic Jim.
Was that Jim trying to get into the after party at the?
Jim was not on the list,
Sunday?
but somehow Jim had a wristband. Who got Jim a wristband?
I was on the blacklist. Hey, also, it's just a party, guys.
Bloody
Chill
Jim.
out.
Relax.
Been to plenty of those.
You don't want to be on the blacklist.
No way. Hey, Kristen. Oops moment at work. What is yours?
Mine is I was sending out shifts available to about 100 staff, and instead of writing shifts, I wrote shit.
Love it. Love it. Thank you, Kristen. Oh, hello, Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey guys, how are we going?
Good.
Very good. My voice has had better days, Daniel, I've got to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But when did you have an oops moment at work?
So this one was definitely not one of my better days. So I'm in fast food, so I'm a fast food manager. We have what we call a red alert. So it's like when you have foreign objects in food or raw food, that kind of stuff. So I have this set of twins that work for me, and one
Tim
of
and
them,
Jim?
As in Tim and Jim?
yeah, kind of like Tim and Jim, but except they get a bit more angry if you kind of confuse them. So
That's classic Jim.
you'd be
one of
surprised.
them made this mistake, causing a red alert, and I berated him kind of like a footy spray. Turns out I had the wrong twin.
Daniel.
I knew nothing about it, and I've just given them a complete spray, and they're nearly in tears. And I had a phone call from the mum saying, why have you kind of berated my son like this? And it was quite embarrassing, I won't lie.
Oh, no. Poor Jim.
Works in fast food, but not fast stories.
Red alert. That just makes it red alert. I've never heard of a red
I
alert.
want to know more about the red alert.
Hey.
Yeah.
Fast food, fast stories, fast car. It's
working fast
Luke
food.
Combs.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel.
All right, get a load of how popular this bloke is that Joel's about to tell us about, and we want to know
gosh.
how many did you have on the go? 13, 24, 10. 13, 24, 10.
Not many, if any. Not many, if any. How many dudes you know got the skills to go in and rock a show like this?
Love this song. 13, 24, 10. How many on the go at one time?
We want to hear from you dirty little devils.
Yes, come on,
This
call
man-
us.
And raise your
Yeah, give us a
arms.
call. A man named Emmanuel. Well. He's allegedly married 10 women at the same time during a beach ceremony. Oh, well, that sounds
Were they the
lovely.
10 tenors?
Actually, couldn't be more different from the 10 tenors.
How so? Mute?
Emmanuel said, so today I married my 10 wives. I got a little bit of all the flavours. Now, Emmanuel, he is 28. And he said his 10 relationships encompass multiple languages, personalities, beautiful appearance, but they all share one love and a positive energy.
Is he like King Triton in The Little Mermaid? Just
No, he's a masseur.
a little bit of everyone?
He is a licensed masseur and creates content as a... Oh, hang on. Creates content as a sensual masseur.
Oh, he's on his knees. I thought he was just very short. Look at that. Oh, wow.
Oh, hang on. Where are you allowed to marry 10 people
Wherever this
In that
beach
hut.
is.
in that hut?
He looks like
Yeah,
Jason
that's
Derulo.
Oh,
That's the-
wow. And they've all dressed up for the occasion with their suspenders and high-waisted lacy G-strings.
I wouldn't mind being part of the 10 because you'd be like, cool, like I'm up to bat, once a month, whatever.
You're up
but
to bat
what-
once
but
a month. What does that mean?
Don't you get like...
Up to bat. That's a sporting expression. I'm up
cricket-
to bat.
right up.
Play.
Oh, not. You're up to bat.
No.
Well, that's
that
weird.
too,
turn.
Your turn.
but you know what I mean? Like tap me in or whatever. I
like-
don't know. Everything sounds sexual.
But like the relationships like this, I'm always so intrigued. And like, you remember when like Hugh Hefner had the playmates and however many of them, 3, 4 or 5. Like, there's always got to be one that's your favourite.
100%.
Like,
but maybe it's
imagine
like, but maybe it's
imagine
like,
being the least favourite, but you still have to go do all the things.
I reckon it's like
I'd
kids.
want to be the least
I reckon it's like kids though. You'd have a favourite every now, like the favourite will change.
Yeah.
because that's just
for
life.
different reasons.
Yeah.
You have like people that you love, but you're my favourite at the moment.
But when you got 10 wives, there's one that you're like, oh, she'll do.
Yeah.
And then you're the least favourite, but you still have to.
He just really wanted to round out the 10. But I get the vibe that Emmanuel's favourite would be Emmanuel.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah. He definitely has like mirrors on the roof and on the walls.
Oh, for sure.
We'll get to you in a second,
100%.
Jasmine. How many had on the go? I just remember that story from Perisher a couple of weeks ago. Remember the bloke who dropped his phone on the slopes, and someone found it and had the notes app open, and it had all those funny little
That's
things.
right,
like,
that's right. Yeah, it was
Get,
hilarious.
get jacked and be 87 Ks. Quit nicotine. Have motorbike. But this was my favourite. Have 3 girls on roster.
Oh,
On roster.
that's
Like their
so...
staff.
How old is this guy? He must have been in his early 20s.
Then
Oh,
have
cute.
25,000 in bank account and don't get haircut for 3 months.
Oh, he's got
get
some
haircut
real
for
goals.
cutie.
Hashtag goals.
Jasmine, how many on the go?
So I think at one time I had 10 or 11.
Jasmine.
Back in my younger days, after a long relationship, I moved to a certain area and was in hospo, so you could just imagine, and I had to keep track. I think Sundays I let for myself,
Yeah.
but sometimes I was doing 2 or 3 people in one day.
Bit of me time.
Wow, did you have an Aladdin in the mix, Jasmine?
Did I have a what in the mix, sorry?
An Aladdin. It was just a little Disney joke.
No,
but it's okay.
no.
How
No,
did
a
you...
magic carpet would have been good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it sounds like there was a magic.
I'm sure they like yours.
How did you manage that kind of a schedule? That's a lot of people, a lot of work, a lot of lies, a lot of stories, a lot of bobbing and weaving, you know?
More sports.
Look, a lot of the time we weren't even talking, so there wasn't really much to keep
I
track
like that,
of,
Jasmine.
but,
I like that and I like you.
there was a time that there was a mishap where I did tell someone not to come around, but they had one too many drinks and still came around.
Tell them to join in?
I had someone in my bed already, so that was a bit awkward.
All right, that's enough now.
Love
Thank
it
you.
so much. That's great.
Wow.
God, no wonder there wasn't much talking. Did you ask them a question ever?
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel's Week in Review.
We started the week playing catch.
I can't throw.
You're more of a catcher.
I'm a great catcher. Throw me something.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Look, blow me up. Your phone? Yeah.
Catch my pickle.
Throw a quarter pounder at him.
I've got a quarter pounder in my shoulder.
Can I have that back on and taste if it's...
Oh my God, that's disgusting. It has no. Oh my God, you threw your quarter pounder at. Oh,
I'm
gross.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, there's sauce everywhere all over my
So
jumper.
sorry.
Ricky then popped the champagne.
I went to Champagne in France. It was my least favourite place I've ever visited.
Is that because you consume more than that whole area?
I think I do. It was just
The
so
Champagne region probably saw you coming. That's right. And they were
They
like,
closed all their doors.
Pretend we're really
Let's pretend we're all
Otherwise,
close.
she'll move here. She'll move here, and we're done.
100%. Before I went, I thought I'm going to end up living here. When I retire, I'm living in
We're supposed to say,
Champagne.
don't make your heroes.
Don't leave your glasses half full.
It's infuriating
It is.
when there are so many half-empty champagnes. Just if you don't want it, don't take it.
I have those fun little things put on your glasses so you know which is yours. They just sort of like hug onto your
Then you know
wine
it's your
glass like that.
glass.
You know how you know mine's mine? In my hand
Red
all
lipstick.
the time.
Yeah.
And red lipstick. Sometimes brown lipstick.
Oh, mixing it up.
We whipped out the mouth panpipes.
What about panpipes?
I love pan pipes.
Me too. They're soothing.
Soothing. They
Go
make me
sleep
feel
with
like I'm in a
panpipes
day
tonight.
spa.
Most days you feel like you're at a day spa because generally you are. I've never seen someone bathe more in my life.
I have to
Hey,
hate that.
it's self-care. I get it.
Yeah.
And you're the king
You're-
of self-care. We're
Yeah.
the prince of self-care.
Your motto is treat yourself.
Ricky continued her feud with her resident bush turkey.
I've told you all that we're having like a war with a bush turkey currently. We just received a motion detector sprinkler because they hate water. They build these mounds so that they can get it on with the chick bush turkey.
Oh, right.
And then she pops her egg in there. We've
And you want
tried.
to ruin this for
Isn't
them, do you?
nature
Well,
beautiful?
no, because they're psychos. They're ruining everything. Tomorrow morning when that little guy comes down the driveway, he's
gonna
going to
ruin his
shock
whole
of his
life.
life because he is getting dragged.
Then a true mouth master dropped us a surprise.
Guess who I ran into today? Joel Turner.
The one and only, and I saw
Beatbox
this.
extraordinaire. Well, yeah, he's in the green room. I go in there and I say, I work with Ricky Lee. And I said, you know what? You should give her a shout out.
And listen, he did this on the TV.
I'm at the point of no return.
Yes!
There's no going back now. There's no going back now.
Yes, Joel Turner.
Logie winner Amy Shark dropped by.
Yeah, Amy's here. Logie winner now.
Can you believe it?
You won it all.
No, I haven't actually won that.
You've won
many
like
things.
a billion arias.
A radio award?
Radio award.
Don't come after my job, babes. Come on.
We'll give you a shift somewhere.
You guys already got the #1 radio show, right? That's what I hear.
Oh my God. Are you serious? Stop.
Beauty.
The bush turkey's over here in the backyard.
We build houses and have children in them. They can't pull a bit of dirt together and have a baby.
There's not a baby in my house, so there's not going to be one in my backyard, okay?
Oh, okay.
Also, babies don't come from the backyard.
We're going to have the birds and the bees talk with you.
So
come
Ricky
on,
is...
Oh, that one. What? That's crazy talk.
You've been doing it wrong.
Any babies come from the backyard.
Oh, my goodness.
God, Richard's ecstatic. He's like, oh, wow. I thought that was just for we.
Not to be outdone, Joel offered to be Ricky's cover.
Point of no return. I recorded in better vocal days, obviously.
I had days where I've had gigs every single day and my voice doesn't sound like this. There's something going on.
He can be stand-in if you need Joel.
I would happily be your stand-in.
Can you give it a go?
Oh, no. Okay, came out of the box too.
Just relax. Just relax into it.
I'm at the point of no return. There's no coming back now. There's no coming back now. I hope you don't mind I added a riff.
Dicko would have yelled at you for that.
What a week on the Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel show.